Well, I've got to talk about conservation, energy efficiency, because I think it is a critical piece of what we're seeing. And I know, again, lots of naysayers would like to point to the declining demand as basically, the end of industrial Ontario and that kind of stuff, and that's not happening. Yes, there's lots of restructuring going on. We knew there was industrial restructuring happening 10 years ago, and it's going to continue to happen. We've got to figure out how to improve our productivity of energy use in absolutely every application that we have. And the good news there is that the processes and mechanisms for customers and energy users to actually start to manage their consumption, their use, their own bills is evolving, and it's evolving very rapidly. And that's a good thing, because I think the OPA and its programs could disappear tomorrow, and there is going to be a sustainable approach that is taking place certainly in large commercial buildings, in schools, hospitals, and so on, that are affecting the energy use significantly. And I think we've got to build on those. I was at Ontario Hydro when the great environmentalist Maurice Strong killed all the programs back in 1992. The approach that was taken, that we had taken at that time, of paying incentives for energy efficiency improvements, new equipment, was not sustainable. We resurrected it under the OPA, but again, I don't think it's sustainable. But putting the processes in place for absolute accountability. The irony is that the Drummond report had a great description of accountability in the public sector, and it mirrors exactly the way in which REALPAC and the Toronto Region Conservation Authority and others are building accountability frameworks into the way in which they do conservation. Enbridge Gas Distribution has now adopted that approach as well. And so the idea of providing incentives to change lighting systems or whatever is not nearly as important as actually managing, taking control of your energy bill. So, as they say, if something happened tomorrow that, they said, oh, let's get rid of it all because our demand's going down anyway. I've seen it before, and we're still moving forward. We're still improving. The biggest resource that we created from 1990 to the present has been conserved energy through improved energy productivity, and yet we are still just scratching the surface on where we should be going in terms of improving our energy productivity in the province, whether it's for industrial, commercial, schools. When you get schools that sometimes use 4 times as much per square foot as another school, you got a problem. And it's not about design, and it's not about equipment, it's all about operation and accountability. And so I think that's an important kind of baseline thing that we've got to keep working on, no matter where we go with respect to the green energy strategy.